Hello and welcome to Spotlight on the Arts. I'm Mark McLemore. To paraphrase Humphrey Bogart, the lives and loves of two little people didn't mean a hill of beans in the crazy world that existed around World War II. The newest production from Invisible Theater, Last Train to Nibroc, tells the story of dreams and romance. And joining me now to talk about it, in costume, are the stars, Damian Garcia and Samantha Cormier. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes.
So this morning we went out to the Union Pacific Big Boy Steam Train, which is parked here in Tucson for a couple of days, for you to have a photo op. And it's amazing, not to be funny, that trains have so much pull these days because there were thousands of people there.
But did not expect that. Did not expect the long line to get in to see this steam engine, the world's largest steam engine, Big Boy. We had no idea the hype.
Right. People are so fascinated by trains even after all these years, and it's wonderful. It turned out so enthusiastic.
In a way, did it help you to feel in connection with the era that you're portraying in this play?
I think for me, yeah, it really brought it home. It kind of gave it a sense of realism, that we were on something so historic, and then it just brings it full circle, at least for me.
That's how they got around, was train, that was the major way that you get from city to city, and there's that energy of the journey, the train, kind of like, where am I going? That whole kind of aspect of it when you see a train, especially in the 1940s and 50s.
What kind of research did you do in terms of like what a young man would be experiencing in 1941? How did you get in touch with your character? And tell us a little bit about him.
Raleigh is a recently discharged flyer. He was training in Los Angeles, but now for reasons he is returning back home to Kentucky on this train. And I did just a lot of research onto the war and how it affected people in general, their mindset, how they wanted to serve their country and how they wanted to be, put their efforts into the U.S. He's a really good person, and he has a really good heart. He's a genuine human being, and he just looks for the best in people and in the situation that he's in. Well,
Samantha, how would you describe your character?
May is a very sweet girl, was raised in the church. She is coming from this journey where I think she's grown up her whole life to be raised proper and, do the good, Christian thing and what it is to be, to love God. And so she kind of goes outside of her comfort zone to visit a man that she's engaged to in California, and she lives in Kentucky. And when she gets there, she kind of chugs along one way, and then she kind of gets heartbroken, So a man goes off to the war, he changes when she comes visit him, and she becomes, Raleigh's word for her is feisty.
What was the first thing that you thought, Damian, when you read the play?
It was so heartwarming, and the playwright is wonderful with dialogue, and you just get to hear them fall in love with each other, and they go through so many twists and turns, and their relationship is convincingly difficult and convincingly beautiful, and it was really touching. It was really touching to hear that kind of relationship.
And Samantha, what do you recall about your reaction?
As you're reading it, you're fighting for this couple, You see them get so close and how, just these interactions when they are together, because as he said, years pass between each scene, and how they get so close every time. And you can just, as reading it for the first time, like, oh, is this it? Is this when they, oh man, but this happens and life comes in, and how they speak with each other. It's very
back and
natural,
forth. Yeah,
like
exactly.
we're doing now.
Well, another question about kind of the actor's workshop perspective on this is that doing a two-handed play like this, do you sometimes wish that there were other characters in the play, or are you happy that you've got that real estate to yourself?
For me, initially it was intimidating because, it's just two people. You have really nowhere to go, nowhere to turn. You have to rely on this person for everything, mostly. It's a really good challenge as an actor. I think it really puts you through the paces, and you really find where you could thrive.
There's the pressure there, but there's other characters in the play. You just don't see them. They're around the corner. Any moment, someone could pop in. There's people on the train too, but I guess we're the only human bodies on stage.
Right.
But challenging and fun.
Samantha and Damian, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
The Invisible Theater presents Last Train to Nibroc by Arlene Hutton through November 3rd on their main stage at 1400 North 1st Avenue. Thank you for watching Spotlight on the Arts.